loves, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing amazingly. Today I'm coming to you with a eating my old fear foods video. I'm actually surprised I've never done a video like this, but I actually really enjoyed filming this. It felt so good to get across all of my pieces of advice to you guys, and I really hope you guys can take something away from this. If you're watching this, I just want to let you know how strong you are and how proud of you I am, and that you 100% got this. As just a brief little backstory, I suffered with anorexia for 2 to 3 years, and it really took over my entire life. And before that, I struggled with disordered eating and body dysmorphia and toxic diet culture and all of this, and my life was basically just revolved around what I ate and how I looked. This very quickly turned into something that consumed my life. I was very unhealthy physically and mentally. I had no enjoyment, I had no motivation, I had no energy, I had no period. Everything just very quickly went from 0 to 100, and I think that can happen so fast for so many people. It can start as an innocent diet and very easily escalate to something very dangerous, and I just hope anybody that has unfortunately gone through that or is going through that will take the actions of going on their recovery journey, because let me tell you, it is 100% worth it. And I hope this video can be a big step in your journey to show you that it is possible, and if I can do it, then you guys can too. I hope you enjoy. I love you all so much. First up for breakfast, I'm gonna have a McDonald's breakfast. I absolutely bloody love a McDonald's breakfast. I literally just cannot get enough of it. I also cannot get enough of the hash browns, hence why I always get 2. Like, I just think they're so good. Usually I'll put 1 in the McMuffin and then I have 1 on the side. Yeah, I've got 2 hash browns, sausage and egg McMuffin, and a regular Coke. Something that I would have never ever gone near was like a regular other fizzy drink. Thank you. Let's dig in, girly whirlies. Benny actually brought this back for me. He actually went to go and get it for me. Seeing all this oil on the packets of hash browns in the past would have literally made me freak out. The thought of that back in day honestly would have been like so terrifying for me. Now, honestly, like, I don't even think about it. Like, if anything, it probably just makes it more yummier. A huge fear food of mine would always have been sausage. I don't know what it was. I think it's because they're kind of known to have like high fat content or whatever, but I would literally never ever eat it. It would really freak me out. I would just never ever want to go near it. I would just subconsciously be thinking about the calories, about all the fat in it, like what I could be eating instead of. The matter of the fact is, there's actually nothing scary about eating a bit of fat. There's also nothing wrong with eating a high calorie food. Sausage is yummy. Sausage is actually so yummy, and now I love sausage. But I remember, like, when I used to decide I'd be getting a McDonald's breakfast or a McDonald's in general, it would be such a huge massive deal to me. Honestly, it would result in me having like multiple panic attacks in the space of like half an hour, and it would honestly be really traumatizing every single time I'd have to decide what to eat. Obviously it would happen every single day because you need to eat every day, and like when I was going through the starting points of my recovery, deciding what to eat was always the hardest decision, because I felt like there was a right decision and a wrong decision. Because I was so used to restricting, I felt like if I was going to be eating more, I needed to be making the right decisions with the calories I'm eating, essentially. Like the most yummy one. If I got something and I didn't enjoy it as much as what I thought I would, it would completely tip me over. If I got Mackey's fries and they weren't freshly hot and like exactly how my brain wanted them to be, we'd literally go around the drive-thru about 6 times until I got them like exactly how I needed, and it was all a complete mental thing. Even this has been waiting for me for like 20 minutes while I've just been doing like a little bit of makeup and like brushing my hair and brushing my teeth, and I still struggle with that from time to time about food not being in its like prime or at its best. But ultimately food is still food, and like because I now give myself full permission to eat what I want when I want, I'm not scared if it's not 100% perfect every time I sit down to eat. Yeah, it is cold, but I'm still enjoying it. If I want to have McDonald's breakfast tomorrow morning as well, that's okay. So I'm not thinking, oh my god, I need to make the most of it. It needs to be absolutely perfect, so I'm not going to be able to have it again. But the oil would have freaked me out. The sausage would have freaked me out. The cheese would have freaked me out. The idea of someone else making it would have freaked me out. The bread would have freaked me out. Having more than 1 hash brown would have freaked me out. Like everything, honestly. And it just makes me feel so bad for old me that every single day I'd wake up and struggle and I wouldn't enjoy food for what it really was. There's something I can tell you. Life really does become so much more enjoyable when your life isn't revolved around the way that you look or what you're eating. You can purely just live, and the food you eat is just part of your day. It's not the main thing about your day. Okay, so now it's lunchtime. I have got really hungry all of a sudden. Today we're gonna go for a jacket potato. These are all the ingredients for the jacket potato that we're going for. The major fear foods that I used to literally be so scared of and it would terrify me to even think about would be potatoes, cheese. Cheese was such a huge one, and butter, especially like full fat butter. Like if I was gonna have butter, it'd have to be like the lighter one or the low calorie version of butter, and even that, like I genuinely just have like dry toast or something because I hated the thought of butter. Like that was awful. Now I lather on that butter as much as I want. Whatever tastes good, like I'll just put it on. Let's make lunch. Ta-da! Here is my lunch. I've got a jacket potato, butter, cheese, beans, and when I was grating the cheese, there was no restrictions held. I was just going full force until I felt like that was a good cheesy amount. I've got ham, I've got chicken, I've got lettuce and cucumber with mayo. And mayo used to be a huge fear food of mine as well. Honestly, it just used to freak me out, and like to be able to just have it now and literally not even think about it, like literally the more the merrier. I'm literally just gonna dig in now. Some may say this is a big lunch, but I like a big lunch, and this is just what makes me happy. And I feel like if you compare what other people's sizes of meals look like, you're always gonna be not eating what you truly want. So you just have to go for what you actually want. I love a jacket potato and you can't go wrong. It's just so good, and I love just having all the little bits with it. Like it's just always so yummy. I remember when at the beginning of my ED recovery, and eating a bigger amount of food would really freak me out, and it was really challenging all my fear foods and stuff. And starting off, I did have a jacket potato, and literally I was just sat there like staring at it for like 30 minutes, just getting more and more stressed. And then I literally ended up like throwing it on the floor with like my plate, and like it just became so stressful. To think now that I'm just sat here with my jacket potato, literally can't wait to eat it, to go from that like having a panic attack and like throwing it across the room. It's crazy, but it's also just shows that if I can do it, then so can you. And it's actually not scary. It's really yummy, and it makes me not cranky, because if I'm hungry, I'm cranky. Eat up, guys. I'm back from the gym, and I always need something sweet after my savoury, and because we're in such a rush after eating our jacket potato, I never managed to actually have something sweet, so I've still got that sweet craving. I'm not hungry in the slightest, but I just need something sweet. Very, very rogue of me, because I literally never, ever fancy a hot chocolate. I literally don't remember the last time I fancied a hot chocolate, but I just eyed it up and I just saw it and I was like, I actually really fancy that. It's actually quite cold today, so I thought, do you know what? It might be really cozy and like give me all the autumnal vibes. So I'm gonna have a hot chocolate and probably some like chocolate and some strawberries or something. And liquid calories used to be a huge fear food of mine. Well, not food, I guess, but liquid calories used to be a huge fear of mine. Honestly, like, do you remember that once, Mum, when I was in Birmingham with Dad and I was on the phone to Mum talking about if I should get a drink from Starbucks, and I literally was on the phone for like an hour and a half while me and my dad were out shopping about whether I should get a drink, and like it was actually like so draining. We've moved on from that, so I remember how scary it used to be. So if you guys are the same, it's completely normal, it's completely okay. Drinking hot chocolate or Starbucks drinks or anything. Milkshakes. What? I love a milkshake. We always have a milkshake, don't we? I literally always have to have semi-skim milk or skim milk. I can't remember which one, whatever the red one was. But now, skim milk. But now, like, we literally just have the blue one, and I think it's just the one my granddad gets. So, like, I just have it and I don't even think about it. To me, honestly, like, I don't even really notice the difference. Whatever we had in, I'd be absolutely fine with. Sweet treat time. This is what I've got tonight. I'm actually very excited to have this hot chocolate. It looks really nice. I can't really show you, but it's quite fluffy, which is quite exciting. I'll give it a little review once I've had some. I've got some strawberries and blueberries, and then I also have this chocolate. It was literally just like what we had left over. I think it was just under half of the bar, but honestly, like, this is probably a perfect amount for me. But I literally used to, of a night time, give myself like a certain amount of calories of chocolate before I would go to sleep, and I could never ever decide which chocolate I would want. So I'd have about 6 different types of chocolate, and I'd weigh it down to each half of a cube so that I could have every chocolate, because I was worried I was gonna miss out on certain types of chocolate, and I'd literally have half a cube of like each one, so it would fit in my calories. And like, that is just ridiculous. Like, that is crazy to me that I do that now. Like, if I want a sweet treat and I'm not satisfied by this and I had more chocolate, I just go and get more. Like, it's actually crazy that that was even a thing. What is really exciting me is that I'm gonna dip it in to my hot chocolate and make it all melted, because melted chocolate to me is literally like the best thing in the world. I literally went through a phase where I was eating it every single day with berries. Actually, this isn't that hot. I'm gonna need to put more hot water in this to melt this well enough. It's gonna be my sweet treat. That's so good. I think it's because it's fluffy at the top and then hot down, so I need to dip it in a bit lower. That hot chocolate is banging. Oh my god, that is sweet treat heaven. Can I get a beef and black bean sauce, please? Vegetable spring rolls. Oh, and then prawn crackers, please. Ben's salt and pepper chicken wings. Cool. I've gone for a beef and black bean sauce. Oh, I'm not sure about all that veggie stuff. Oh, then I went for vegetable spring rolls. Oh, yummy. I haven't had them in ages. And then Benny went for a chicken chow mein with no veg. He doesn't like veg.
Or bean sprouts.
Or bean sprouts. Ta-da! Hopefully it's good. We've actually went for a different Chinese tonight. Every single time I get a Chinese, I always go for a chicken chow mein. The last few times I've had a chicken chow mein, I just haven't been that impressed. I don't know what's going on, but literally every single time I get one, I just haven't been enjoying it as much as usual. So I thought I'd change it up and I went for beef and black bean tonight, and it does look so yummy. Like, I do love the sauce. Also prawn crackers, because prawn crackers just make any Chinese meal just elite. Like, I love just scooping it up and like eating it with the sauce and everything. Basically, we had to go to a slightly different Chinese restaurant to the one we usually get because it's actually closed on a Monday. The chow mein from the place today that Ben's got actually looks really good, and now maybe I'm regretting my decision slightly, but this is like something that maybe would have really stressed me out because I would have thought, oh my god, I've made the wrong decision. I'm still really going to enjoy this, and I know I enjoy beef and black bean. And something else I would have really not liked about the thought of eating this is that it's literally nearly 10 p.m. right now. I used to hate the thought of eating super late. It used to be like a thing. I don't know why. I actually don't know why. I think it's because I'd wake up and feel like I looked super bloated or whatever. But
recently, actually, wasn't it? I've known you to not like eating late at night.
Yeah, true. Like I guess like sometimes things will bother me more than other times, but yeah, now like I don't think about it. Even though you could be like feel like you're completely okay, some things might like last a little bit longer than what you realize. That they just happen subconsciously. Do you know what I mean? Haven't had vegetable spring rolls in a very long time, so I'm very excited for this. Obviously these are very much deep fat fried. Couldn't care less. I think that makes them extra yummy. Oh my god, they are absolutely delicious. Doesn't look like there's any veg in it. Either way, they're really nice. I'm not complaining. The whole idea of any sort of takeout would have been absolutely terrifying for me, and it would have just been a huge deal. Had to have been super planned, super thought out to make sure I was making the right decision, and reassured for hours that it was okay, and all of this stuff. So we have made lots of progress to now gonna chill here with the boyfriend.
Well done.
Thank you. Eating the Chinese, watching TV, and living life, man. Thank you so much for watching, my lovelies. I really hope you've enjoyed that and taken something away from it, and hopefully inspired you to take that step in your journey that you need, or motivated you to keep on going. If you have any doubts in yourself, if you have any doubts in your journey, please let this be your sign that listening to your body and eating what you want when you want is 100% the right thing to do, and taking that step in your recovery journey is 100% the correct thing to do. Eating these foods allow me to literally have the best life possible, and without doing this, I literally lived no life. And yeah, I just really hope you guys can get to the point where you guys are super happy too. I love you all so much, and thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. There'll be lots more videos coming like this soon. All my socials are linked in the description box below. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. See ya! I love you so much. Mwah.